Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Emo Social Club podcast. I, as always, am Brian.
And I also, as always, most of the time, is Lizzie. Sometimes Lizard. Depends.
Is Lizzie.
Is Lizzie. It's been a long day.
It's been a long day. This is hopefully a more annual event where we are discussing Riot Fest. We sat down with a couple of our friends, Connor Skelly from Beyond the Music and Alex Smith from Alex fucking Smith. And we kind of had like more of a round table sit down as an episode where we just sort of talked about what we're excited for Riot Fest this year. We talked about past Riot Fest bands we have seen before at the festival. Some survival tips. Lizzie warns you against forgetting your asthma inhaler.
You're asthmatic and have exercise-induced asthma like I do. And like when I was in the pit at Idols and there was dust and you're jumping around and this nice guy was like, "Are you okay?" Because I started like wheezing. I'm like, "Yeah." And I took a hit in my inhaler and I'm like, "I just have exercise-induced asthma." And he just gave me like, "You are the biggest idiot." Like, look. And you could just see he was like, "I am so done with you."
Yeah.
That could be you, right?
That could be you if you fuck around. So yeah, we're trying something a little different with this one. We did film it from a couple different angles, and you can watch the video on our YouTube page, which is linked in below. And if you're listening to the podcast, or any of our social pages should have the link to our YouTube as well. Yeah, it's fun. It's just very different from what I think our normal episodes. It's a little bit more conversational and sitting down and looser and not as formal, which hopefully is fun for everybody. So if you enjoy it and you want us to do more of that, make sure to let us know so we keep doing it. And then hopefully in the future we'll have it on our Twitch live streams at Emo Social Club, and yeah, we'll make it more interactive and more fun. So let us know. But it's a big but. Not really. So we wanted
Like the Lizzo big butt that was on the MTV VMAs, you know?
Yeah. Turns out I'm 100%. We are running a contest for Riot Fest passes.
Look
Lizzie,
at that,
you've been pushing this a lot on your Twitter, I've seen this week.
Yeah.
So we will have a link in the description below and in all of our social media pages, a link to the contest. Basically, it's to push for a little bit of our subscribershipness and some shares, but you get the opportunity to win Riot Fest passes. So please check that link. We are running it for a week. We'll be running it until next Monday, when we'll have a bunch of posts to make sure that you are entering, and we close before we close so that you have your time to enter. But we would really appreciate if everybody could check that out, and we want to reward you with passes to the actual festival we're talking about in this episode.
Yeah, for sticking around. For some of you, you've been here since the beginning, and some of you stumbled across us for whatever the reason. So it's awesome that we're able to kind of give back finally in some way. So, but hey, we're figuring it out. Let us know if you like how we do the contest. If you think it should be done another way. I know a lot of, I know Consequence of Sound and a few other sites use what we use this time around, Gleam, to do contests. But hey, it's new, it's exciting.
Yeah,
and
we're trying it out.
You know, you want passes.
Yep.
Tell all your friends.
It's literally one of the albums they're playing at Riot Fest. Yeah, and we may have other giveaways in the future. We might run it like this, or we might run it another way. So if you are if you're subscribing to it newly, or if you are checking us out on any of our social platforms, you may want to stick around just to see other giveaways we do, because we are going to try to continue to give back over the year, not just this one time a year, like Christmas.
Yeah. Or like Hanukkah if you're, Jewish.
Or like any non-denominational holiday that you choose to give gifts on. Whatever you feel is correct for you.
Your own made-up holiday. I know a handful of people who have their own made-up holiday to bypass Christmas.
Yeah.
So if you're into that, you get it.
Yeah. So yeah, that is what we're doing. Please let us know how you like the episode, and we're recording this on Sunday night, so maybe we'll see you at Beauty Bar tonight for Labor Day, since everybody will have Monday off, and it's going to be wild. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you there, see you around, see you at Riot Fest, and enjoy the episode.
Hello, everyone. This is the Emo Social Club podcast.
Well, welcome to the Emo Social Club podcast. We are joined today in this wedding ceremony.
I was waiting for that. We're gathered here today.
We're gathered here
See it,
today.
but we have this great big O-ring light, so it is kind of like okay.
It's like a church.
White walls. It's very pure in here.
Yeah.
You know.
This is my my new studio space. This is the first live in-person podcast we've done so far for this season.
What a waste.
Yeah.
What a fucking waste.
Listen, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's perfect. So me and Lizzie are here, and we're joined by Connor and by Alex. If you want to just talk into the mic when I say your name so that everybody knows who you are auditorily.
Hello.
That's Connor.
Yo, what up?
And that's Alex. So now they can put a voice to a voice.
You may know our boys over here, Connor and Alex, from Twitter or from Beyond the Music or from Alex fucking Smith, aka Merch Life. So, or even Sleep on It too.
Yeah.
So,
Behind a merch table and or on a stage dressed as a fucking luchador. Are we allowed to cuss on this?
Yeah.
All right, good.
yeah,
No, man,
you're
you
good.
fucked it up.
This is FCC regulated.
I have done podcasts where like, please don't swear, and then they made me start over.
Yikes.
I was on the DePaul radio show, and they were just like, just don't swear.
It's it's technically not FCC, but they want to keep it.
Right.
Yeah.
But then you came up in the conversation, and I just like said it because like I'm not gonna not say it.
Yeah, you have to run the Alex fucking Smith. For that podcast, it's like, please don't swear. And I was looking down, I was wearing an Alex fucking Smith shirt. And I'm like,
Yikes.
what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Like, what do you want?
It's on a shirt.
This is my brand.
Yeah.
My brand has the word fucking in the middle of it.
I mean, Lana Del Rey just came forward with that new album.
Yeah.
I got shit on for that, by the way, by a lot of people. That you can't cuss like that. Like, it's not cool.
And here's Lana coming
yeah.
on out here. Did you see the music video clip of a giant Lana Del Rey walking through like downtown LA, and like she precariously like goes over like an interpass, kind of squats in a dress, and then walks forward.
And just shits right on my brand.
We are here because Riot Fest is fast approaching. This will be out on Monday, September 2nd.
Yes.
Fantastic.
The day
Labor
that
Day.
we're all recovering
A day of
after
labor.
Labor Day.
A day of labor where no one works. And Riot Fest then will be 11 days away. Quick maths.
Sure.
I think. Sure. Why not? Yeah, Friday the 13th.
11,
Yeah. 11 days
There we
away.
go.
So we wanted to get...
Someone here can do math.
Someone can't. It's not Brian. So we wanted to get together and talk a bit about Riot Fest, do a bit of a survival guide. Bands we're excited about, things we're going to see, things we don't want to see. It's mostly Guar.
Oh.
Well, that's
It's a blend of
that's
both.
the point.
That we don't want to see Guar?
Well, I mean, you're going to see things
I
you don't want to see.
You should want to see Guar at least once.
Yeah, of course you're going to want to see Guar. I'm just saying,
Maybe
like,
take
you're
a
going to
friend
see
with
things
you
you don't
if
want
you
to
do see
see.
Guar, because you're going to need like that moral support.
Yeah.
I feel if you were not ready for it.
See, if I break down what's it like, average price is like $160 a ticket one for 3 days. I break it down and I just see Guar, even though I have a 3-day pass.
Yeah.
That's like a certain amount of time per minute that I think watching them for that 30-minute set is totally worth it.
It's a quick Guar math.
Yeah.
Guar endorses.
You looked at me like, how'd you not know how many days it was away to Riot Fest? And you're like, well, I just did like the best math on Guar.
I didn't say any numbers. I just told you how I would do it. I had no idea what
Oh
the
man,
result
you
would be.
just
You
Houdini
just
me.
It's okay. Earlier today, I said, "Oh, Riot Fest is 4 days," and I stopped. I'm like, "Oh, I could not do that again."
It's like $5 per minute, by the way. Just fair.
This is turned into a random math podcast.
I'm not going to do very well.
No.
I should just leave.
Yeah, so we are gonna talk about the bands and the things to do there.
I think the number one thing that everyone needs to see, and I love Riot Fest just released the schedule,
Yes.
and I'm gonna keep referencing it throughout it because you can't remember everything,
Of course.
and
Or can you?
the time that they set Village People is the best thing ever. It's
In
like
the middle of the afternoon.
it's like 2 p.m.
Yep.
on Sunday.
Yes.
On Sunday.
And
Sure.
it's gonna be packed that day. Everyone's gonna go see Village People.
He has
Yeah.
his phone up like he's looking at the schedule.
I thought you
It's
were
just
at
the
the-
home screen.
No, it is. It's just well, I do remember it.
My
So it's like, you have
background
to
is the
remember-
schedule.
Yeah.
Do you have a picture memory to remember it?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, they did that like beer thing.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Riot Fest did a beer can that has a schedule on the inside of a label, so you like peel it off, and then you have the whole schedule with you.
Thanks to our local friends at Goose Island.
Yeah, way to go, Goose Island.
Really
Schedule is
revolutionary
here.
stuff.
I need schedules on all my beer. I also can't keep my
put it on
own
mic
shit
now.
straight.
Okay.
Also, we had Alex just open up a claw.
Yeah,
AKA
shit.
the White Claw.
We're not sponsored yet, but
He
we're still
is
trying.
pouring it into his half and half. Arnold Palmer,
Have
the
you done
black
this before?
cherry.
Sure.
It's black cherry,
Play by play.
black tea, and lemonade.
I don't know how to do any other sports play by play,
So,
but I know how to do this.
It's half White Claw, half iced tea, and half lemonade. So
revolutionary.
You poured it with so much confidence. Like you were just like, this is such a good idea.
it's Arnold Palmer. You can't go wrong. It's
true.
So.
Oh, right. Sorry, huge tangent.
Village People. Oh, you want me to bring the thing up?
So the Village People are in the middle of the day. There's going to be a wall of death
To YMCA.
to YMCA.
What other songs do the Village
I think
People
there's
Part of me kind of thinks
in the Navy.
In the Navy, Macho Man.
Macho Man.
They have mini hits.
Yeah.
That's it.
So there's just going to be a wall of death every
More
single
than I know.
time.
Yeah.
Love
Hey,
it.
Macho Man. I mean,
Yeah, 2:35 is when they play on
yeah.
Sunday.
Isn't
That's
there
the time you go to the
conflict
dentist.
during that time?
2:30.
35.
2:30.
What
2:30.
is
that?
Isn't there
Dentist time.
isn't there a conflict during?
There's always conflict.
There's so many conflicts.
Well, here's the thing: Less Than Jake plays in the middle of the Village People set, so they better play YMCA early because I want to go.
They probably
stank in a
should.
pit. And I'm also going to be sprinting from Frank Iero in the Future Violence.
yeah.
I like when bands are just like, we have like one or two really, really big songs. Let's just get those out of the way first.
That's
Yeah.
the Check Yes Juliet band.
We the
Yeah,
Kings.
We the
Yeah,
Kings.
yeah.
They start with Check Yes Juliet.
No, last
and
time
they
I
end
saw
with
them,
it.
they ended with Check
Did they-
Yes Juliet. It was at Warped Tour though.
Did they
so-
start with it too?
No.
Because I had a friend of mine. She toured with them, and they started every set with it, and they ended every. They're like, "We know what you're here for."
I mean, Boys
you
Like
go.
Girls.
Everybody who comes early hears
Yeah.
it, and then you can leave, and then
When
everybody
I
who
saw
comes
Boys
late
Like
will also hear
Girls
it.
years ago, they did The Great Escape in full. So they opened with The Great Escape and then ended with The Great Escape.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's what
I
the people
mean,
want.
if you have songs like that, start it and end with it. You know, I think
People
that's
are
fine.
hyped either
Especially
way.
like a festival environment where like you said, like people will be showing up early or showing up late.
Yeah.
Like you can hit.
But then I feel like there's bands
both.
that are on that nostalgia kick, and they're like, well, we're not going to even play a festival because we know that's going to happen. We'll
That's
do
true.
like a show
That's
where we're
true.
the only band on the stage because then you have to stay because you're going to see the other band after us that had 2 hit singles.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the Village People go on, and they're like, we have 3 hit singles. And that's how you know how the lineup is built.
Yeah. Has anyone seen Blink-182 with Matt Skiba?
Yes, at Metro.
No,
Really?
During their Lala after show, I got tickets to see them at Metro.
you calling her a liar?
Yeah, you calling me a liar?
I didn't know that show even happened.
Because you're not a real fan.
I'll beat you up. I'll make you lose all emotions, Connor, for sure.
Not possible.
Just like, Lizzie, I was there. I didn't fucking see you.
Connor lives at
I
Metro.
said in the rain.
I saw everyone except for you
So
there.
every fucking
Literally,
person
you
there.
with your big ass bow in your hair. I just did not see you.
Didn't see it.
Absolutely not. Yeah, but no, they did a Lala after show. Sold out within. My friend got tickets
Yeah,
somehow,
sure, hold on a second.
and it was as Connor's chugs his White Claw, his black cherry White Claw.
The cool, refreshing
Labels out.
flavor
Labels out.
of a hard
Hard seltzer.
hard seltzer mango flavor.
Mango. I
like that. I like mango.
Because when you're like, can I get a mango? And they're like, yeah, man, go.
I like that.
That's awesome.
Christ.
Thank
He was practicing that
Yeah,
before.
right.
Oh, definitely.
That's been
This
in his back pocket
episode
for
is not
years.
sponsored, but should be and could be sponsored by White Claw Hard Seltzer.
Listen, we love supporting local businesses
Yeah,
here.
and that's
Yeah.
the
Out
only
of
reason.
Chicago.
I mean,
But
I like that.
But Blink with Matt Skiba is. I mean, I've never seen Blink with the original lineup, but it was good until they started playing things off of California, which is 3 songs.
Yeah.
3 hit singles.
I am not into California. I really just don't like it, personally.
And the
But
state too, right?
I've never
sucks.
been there, but I have no desire to go
Oh, we're
there.
talking about the album? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The album and the state.
they
Yeah,
wrote
I mean,
the
I've
album
never
about
been
the
to
state.
California, but I never got that whole, I gotta go to Cali, guys, and live my
No,
dreams.
no.
It's like, you're gonna be poor.
That's at the individual level, not the state level.
Yeah,
at that
no,
point.
yeah, but that's,
Yeah.
I've never been there personally, but
It's from the local level, not the state level.
Yeah.
the locals.
The local.
The locals.
You just lost all your West Coast fan base.
You
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, West Coast fans.
What's up, locals?
I see you.
Yeah.
If you are thirsty out there on the West Coast, you can enjoy the
Might I
cool,
suggest?
cool, refreshing flavor of
Or do the Alex fucking Smith cocktail.
Yeah.
Which is literally just Arnold Palmer and anything you can get your hands on. It's just whatever.
add something to an Arnold Palmer. 99 cents, man.
But I mean, the show was fine. It was energetic. I mean, I was hyped that they played a lot of their older stuff when I saw them. They played like half of their new album, California, because that just came out. And then the rest of the set, because it was like a full 2.5 hours. It was really late.
Long set for Metro.
Yeah, well, it was a lot of after show, so they go super late anyway. And so, I mean, I heard him play Violence for the first time ever, and I like lost my goddamn mind.
That would have been tight.
Yeah, that's an awesome song.
Yeah.
Do you guys think you're going to get there
Riot
at Riot Fest when it opens?
Yes.
I think so, just
I
because
don't know
there's
if
a
I've
lot
ever
of good
done that.
bands opening it.
I really
Unless
want to
you
see
can't swim.
Yeah.
Pew Pew Pew. Really,
Oh, yeah.
is
At the same
really
time as
good.
Can't Swim.
I gotta go see Pew 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 though. I miss them every single time they've come to Chicago so far.
Well,
I gotta go.
I understand.
I want to know the story behind that band name.
I do too.
Q.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I don't know it.
I keep thinking it's like a space adventure.
Yeah,
Really.
They probably were in 2012 when they said the words pew 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 because that was
They were like,
popular.
yeah, guys.
Pew
That's
pew
the
pew,
one.
That hits.
RAR colon XD and then whatever. There was that emo shit.
There was that band that was like 3 exclamation points, and the way you would say it was chick chick chick.
What?
What?
Yeah.
What kind of music was it?
It was like real indie, like
Oh, that
weird
sounds about right.
shit.
That sounds about
Surprised
right.
they never picked up.
Well, when you name your band after punctuation,
Yeah, where they at now?
It's not really
Too
easy
bad.
for radio play because you're kind of like, what is this? You
I
never
mean,
say the
I
name
don't
right.
feel
You don't know
like
what
with
to
their
say to
sound
it,
they were
Yeah,
going
like
for
how I
radio
searched
play.
this
Yeah.
based on what you told me their name is.
You would think like you could just type in 3 exclamation points
That's not
and it's
gonna
like
work.
it doesn't come up.
Yeah.
Or 3 exclamation points band and then it just looks for bands. It's like I'm excited about that.
3 exclamation points is a better band name than literally 3 exclamation points.
I kind of agree.
Yeah.
And what do you do for like a URL? Because I don't think you can put exclamation points as
No.
part of a .com.
You have
I
to
don't
have
think
letters,
so,
not
no.
not
Then do you do like the phonetic?
Not
like,
symbols. Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, but then people are gonna be like, what the
That's
hell is
that's
this?
hella annoying.
Again, this band did not.
All
I mean,
right.
they're not playing,
All right,
right?
guys.
Most
Another
airtime.
tip about marketing your band: don't name it a symbol.
Or do it because fuck marketing, I guess.
Yeah.
Or you
Fuck
can be,
marketing and fuck yourself.
or you can be like how Pavaris and Chavirches. I know it's V's and they're supposed to be pronounced normally, but I just can't at this point
Yeah, I've
anymore.
heard
You
Pavaris
can be like
forever.
that, and I will
Pavaris.
forever mispronounce your
Pavaris
band name.
playing Riot Fest.
Pavaris.
Right. Yeah,
Pavaris playing Riot Fest. Chavirches trying to fight metal bands.
They were trying to fight.
Well, the other metal band's trying to fight them, and Lauren Mayberry,
awesome
wow, was very graciously answered and replied back to them, being like, "Hey guys, we were just thrown on here. We're just happy to be here."
yeah, I fucking love churches.
They're so good.
As long as you're happy to be there. That's all it is.
As long as you're just
That's all-
having a good time.
As long as you're having a
She's
good
a
time.
great, pleasant person from
She's-
what I can tell,
She's
Seems like
small
it.
and nice and Scottish.
and she
Yeah,
has
it's
very
great.
great
That's all you
style.
want.
Check the boxes.
That's all you want in a
Love
friend.
it. Puts on a great performance.
Yeah.
That's the
You
idol
can't,
I'm
you can't ask for
looking
anything
for.
else.
Listen,
Who'd they replace Diane Wood with, by the way?
Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang.
Oh, okay. That's why.
So,
yeah,
that's
so
why
we
it's
didn't,
such a-
we didn't talk about this on the podcast. In case you don't know, D'Antwoord has been taken off of a lot of festivals in the U.S. due to a video that was found from 2012 where they were shouting homophobic slurs at
Like
at another
chasing
artist.
or-
Yeah, like chasing him, being physically aggressive towards him. I don't know if they were like beating him on camera, but there was definitely like a homophobic attack happening on film, which overall is very fucking strange, but also
Right.
like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I think, personally, I'm a fan of Antwoord. I like their
Yeah.
music a lot, and they put on an amazing show when they played a few years ago at Riot Fest.
Yeah.
So this was kind of a bummer news. I also think a lot of people just sort of say, well, that's just inappropriate in 2019. And I'm like, well, they're from South Africa, where it's still a country where it's not super okay to be gay. And it
And
just
they're
like
so
got rid of
heavily racist,
they just
too.
got rid of like apartheid in like the 80s.
Yeah.
So like,
And they do the group, they do have, I mean, the duo, they do have like a history of,
yeah.
I wouldn't say it's like a massive history of like kind of saying like racist
Yeah.
stuff or like
They're
things
also
like
just
that.
massive culture vultures, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's like their
Absolutely.
whole image is just they're like Kid Rock of South Africa. They
Yeah.
just stole
Yeah, and
everything about their image is just
There
stolen.
was also
Right,
accusations against them about, I think it was like even like child sex trafficking about an underage girl.
I think that's.
It was
there
like-
was like some weird.
pile
there
on.
was
It
some
was like
stuff, and then they like
that was another artist that was saying that, and there's no. It's like unsubstantiated. I'm not saying that like it's wrong. I'm just saying
right.
that,
No,
like,
I saw that,
she
and then
was
I
accusing
saw.
them, but
I guess that there was a video linked, and that artist had included like all the screenshots
Yeah.
of their interaction, but I couldn't find anything else behind it. And I'm like, this is something I feel like really would have been more so hopefully covered if it came out more, especially now.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't picked up on.
it's very like it's South African based. So a lot of it is probably not in English. It's in Afrikaans if it's at all there. And then also it's probably just not reported on because South Africa has a different culture than we do.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of people online that I was seeing like, I can't believe like an artist would do this. I can't believe an artist would like say these things or do these things. And I'm like, they're not from America. They're from a country where they probably do these things all of the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Like this is not weird for there, but as American festivals, of course, you're like, we don't want an artist on our festival that makes people in the audience feel unsafe.
Right.
And so,
that
of course,
that cultural difference
yes.
is not
So
seen
that
as
is
much.
that is where the American festivals are making the right move by like, we don't need this controversy. If it's true, that's fucking terrible. If it's not true, then that needs to be sorted out before we're gonna book
Right.
these
They
artists
need to-
again.
We're comfortable.
Yeah,
with.
Then
you
they need
need-
to like proceed legal action or something like that to get that story cleared up.
So I think it was the right move for Riot Fest to take them off. I'm a bit disappointed, both in Riot or not in Riot Fest, but in Antwoord's actions, and disappointed that this came out and now I won't get to see them. But
Right.
of course, it's like, hey, Antwoord, get your shit together. Don't
Right.
fucking do that shit.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder if it's kind of interesting to me that I don't know how much time they spend in the United States, but like I've seen like
You think they know?
yeah, I've seen like interviews with what's his name?
Ninja?
Ninja,
Yeah.
with Ninja and stuff, and like it sounds like that they spend a fair amount of time here, so they're
Yeah.
at least like maybe
They
grasp
know
onto that.
enough.
Yeah,
And that's where I'm like, well, if you're from South Africa, that's like ingrained in you. If
Yeah,
you're
and
if you're a
this
white
video was
person
from
from
7
South
years ago.
Africa,
Yeah.
yeah. So like if you're a white person from South Africa, that's just how you grew up. That's what you believe in. It doesn't matter if you go somewhere else. You're like,
Right.
that's just what I am. And of course, the story about Antwoord is that their DJ is gay. So he's on stage and
didn't
he's
know that.
always wearing some sort of headgear because according to the stories, and of course it's like this could just be a myth about Antwoord. This could just be a rumor because they're very strange. But that he himself being gay, he doesn't want his face to be out there as part of the group because he could be persecuted in his home country for being gay. So they were like, why would we attack somebody else for being gay? We're very close friends with somebody who is gay, who we know is persecuted.
Yeah, and it could just
Yeah.
be an example of using language again, going back like different time where language like that was commonplace. Not saying not excusing it, but
Right.
it was
they were
a
they
different.
may
Right.
have been positioning it as like a joke to these people, but they were just like
Yeah,
Yeah.
or they were
cool.
attacking somebody.
Right.
If it was just like a fight thing, and they were using those insults not as
Yeah.
homophobic slurs, but as just a regular,
being
a
aggressive
regular
towards
old
them, yeah.
insult.
Yeah.
Air quotes.
Either way, Riot Fest, I think, made the only decision they could, the
Yeah.
right decision for
Yeah.
the time.
And Wu Tang.
And they
Oh,
replaced
yeah,
him with Wu-Tang
100%.
Clan, who, as I
Listen,
understand,
no one can be that upset. We got
Well,
Wu Tang.
as I understand, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
they really ain't.
Anyway, that's the one song I know by Wu-Tang Clan.
Isn't there a big conflict at that point? Where's
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
That
Andrew
day
WK,
has-
Manchester Orchestra, and Rise Against.
It's literally
Yeah.
4 groups that you're like, well, everyone's gonna want to see all 4 of them.
literally. So it's like, all right, guys, you better wear your most comfortable shoes, exercise on the elliptical the
Water.
whole week
You're
before,
gonna
and
catch
just
2 songs by
sprint.
each artist.
Yeah.
Sprint.
It is. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes
It really
be
it's
like
that.
I need to be
I've-
happy with 2 songs.
This is the year I've had the most conflicts
Really?
ever. So just to clarify, in case it isn't picked up, so the 4 artists that are playing all the same time. What time is that on
7:25 on Friday.
on Friday?
Or
So
7:15 if you want to.
I'm sorry, Saturday.
on Saturday.
Saturday, yeah. So 7:15 Manchester Orchestra, 7:25 Rise Against, 7:30 Wu-Tang, also 7:30 Andrew WK.
Yeah, so Andrew WK, who
Can't believe
plays
they got
Riot
Andrew
Fest
WK.
every year, Wu-Tang Clan, who was just put on the bill, Rise Against, a Chicago staple that has headlined in the past and has just banger after banger after banger, and Manchester Orchestra.
Who also has played
Same.
pretty similarly, like every other
Yeah,
year.
they
And
play like every other
They
year.
just
Manchester,
had a tour this past year too.
I love Rise Against and I love Andrew WK and I love Manchester Orchestra and I know Wu-Tang Clan's one song. So
I'm
You would
so
like
proud
to
of
see
you.
them. Like,
You were,
they're-
they're
I'd like to
really
watch it.
good
Yeah.
live.
Yeah.
They're
Group
great
that- they're
live.
appreciate-
I'm happy to watch
music.
all 4 of those bands.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, how could you do this to me?
You sprint.
So Buck, if you're listening, this is
So
exactly your
much of him
fault.
doesn't care.
I know. That's
Literally,
why
he's
Yeah,
gonna
Buck
forward
is not
this to
gonna
the
follow.
Riot Fest
Address
social
him
media person.
so
and they're like,
clearly.
well, fuck that.
Yeah.
Another maybe a more relevant announcement is like, don't shit on the people that create the lineups.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Create
yeah,
the
that's-
lineups. Well, that's what it says in like Riot Fest bio. Like, sorry we didn't
Yeah.
get your favorite band at the
Yeah.
The
best,
best
time
thing when
on
they
your
announced the
day.
schedule is like the Riot Fest Twitter is like, yeah, we definitely put all your favorite bands on at the same
Yeah,
time.
right.
Somebody was,
Just to piss you off individually.
yeah, somebody was complaining about like bands overlapping. They're like, yeah, sorry, we booked multiple of like bands you enjoy. Like,
Yeah.
our bad for booking multiple
We'll
bands.
promise
that you
never
enjoy.
to do that again.
Yeah.
You idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Buck does a really good job every year, so I do
Yeah.
want to give him a prop and not a yell at him.
I mean, here's the thing. He puts it together so if you need a sprint, it keeps you healthy and active.
Yeah.
He's really looking out for your well-being.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, he's
Drink
really
White
just-
Claw and it'll
he's-
hydrate you as you run from stage to stage.
He's a
labels
heart health
out.
advocate.
Yes. Actually, yeah, he kind of is.
Yes. Oh, dude, it's, Streetlight Manifestos on Sunday. That's the
Isn't there, like,
that's
a
the
whole-
that's the origin of
Meat Stick?
of Meat Stick.
Meat Stick Manifesto. You want to talk about Meat Stick?
Yeah.
I feel like
I'm
we shouldn't,
intrigued.
but I also feel like we should.
Yeah.
You gotta know about Meat Stick.
Curiosity.
So it's 4 years in a row that we went to Riot Fest.
Something like
right?
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Before I got bougie?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was like 4 years in a row we went to Riot Fest. The first year, we were like in the pit for Streetlight Manifesto, and
Closest I've ever been to a stage on a show. Personally, I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, I never pit or anything. Like
oh,
that.
okay.
Too fat.
And so
for that
Alex,
shit.
he got like a turkey
turkey
leg, and then he just started calling it Meat Stick. And the more he ate it, obviously the grosser it got.
Yeah. Of
And
course.
then we were just in this pit, and he was just
That's opinion.
we used, that's not a fact. That's an
That's an opinion.
Okay.
And he would use it as like a marker for people to find us. And so he'd hold it up in the air, and then he would just like, you wouldn't like flail it around, so like meat would.
Yeah, I didn't do it on purpose, but it definitely happened.
Like you were in the pit, people were moving around,
and you have to
meat
have
was
it up
fine.
in the air.
Yeah.
So when it's, it's up in the air and you're dancing, because you can't have it at chest level because there's so many people in that area.
He was
So
really taking
you
care of
could,
the stick
if I
of meat.
may, not have a meat stick with you.
Yeah.
if I may, shut the fuck up.
Oh.
You need your protein in the pit.
Yeah, protein in the pit.
Yeah.
And then I think the next year you did the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meat stick was always the beacon. Because I would give it. We had a buddy Grant who's also used as a beacon. Who's like 6'5",
6'. Yeah.
9'6",
Something like that.
Wow, that's
the world's tallest man.
I feel like
He's a lot of
abnormal,
numbers.
isn't it, Connor?
He's nicknamed
Yeah,
the Beacon.
and Grant's fun to find because especially at night because he smokes, and so when people know to look, he becomes a lighthouse and he'll like smoke and to make sure that we can see him.
Yeah.
But yeah, and he would have that in between him and me holding up meat. You could find us. It's like look for the tall guy in the
Long blonde hair and the beard.
what
and
was
the stick of meat.
what's that? Wild Stallions. He wears a Wild Stallions.
yeah.
From Bill and Ted's. He wears
Oh,
a
yeah.
Wild Stallions vest or whatever. But yeah.
I was kind of hoping the next year that you did the meat stick thing, like a couple more people in the pit would maybe have meat sticks around.
Yeah,
but no.
they didn't go for it.
Oh, dude, there was this guy last year.
No, people were pretty grossed out by it.
People were grossed out except for like the trombone player who like fumbled at some point because I was shaking it and a piece flung off and he saw it and he was like he like started giggling. He was like, what? He's like,
Guys out here with a meat stick.
Yeah.
So if you still search Instagram for hashtag meat stick, that'll pop up. So.
Oh.
I'm not going to search that hashtag.
Guarantee
Yeah, you're
you.
gonna find some really interesting
Never searching
things.
for that.
Oh, yeah, look, it's right
Oh, there
There's
it
me.
is.
The meat
my
stick
God.
manifesto.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
That's Connor eating the meat stick.
Oh.
It's gonna have to be
Because you have to feed. You have to
We're
feed
we're
it
gonna have to link
our
that.
episode notes is gonna have to have this photo.
hashtag meat stick.
We also have to link to your tattoo photo.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So I remember opening Twitter one day. Connor's like, "I did it," and then he got a tattoo of Riot Fest.
You
This
guys.
man is a madman
Guys.
with no emotion.
Well, I wanted to celebrate like my 5th year in a row going, and like it's in a spot where you can't like see it. You know.
Yeah,
I wanted it to be in a spot where like if I was wearing shorts and I was sitting on the train, and like when you sit down sometimes shorts
Yeah.
right up a little bit. I wanted it to be in a position where like just the word sucks wasn't showing.
Okay.
Because if someone just saw a tattoo and said sucks, although that's pretty
As
funny
a
idea.
short-
Yeah, that's
They're
pretty
probably
funny
like-
within itself.
I don't know where you're going with this because that sounds fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
that does
Yeah.
sound funny because they'll be like, "What's before that?"
Yeah.
Like, I need to know.
Oh man.
But what?
But what is
But the
before that?
last word is sucks.
Yeah.
Yes. What sucks?
So I need to know, what does this man hate so much that he put it on his thigh?
It's Riot Fest.
And then there's like,
And then they'll be like, "What's that?" And now I'm talking to a stranger, and then
Yeah.
it's just
Don't
But
wanna
hey,
talk
it's
to
free.
strangers.
It's free promotion.
for Riot Fest. Not,
yeah,
Yeah,
But
for
it's like
for
all of a
Riot.
sudden you have to be the spokesperson.
yeah,
for
right. Like they're not paying me for
for
this.
the
Like,
local festival.
Yeah.
We support local events.
Of course
and
we do.
businesses.
We just have a hard time supporting them individually on the
But, like,
train.
but I'm not being employed by
for
them,
free.
like, you
yeah,
know,
for
like-
free. For free, yeah.
Hey guys, hire Connor over here, our boy.
Guys, first of all, hire Connor for promotion. And second of all, drink White Claw.
Yeah.
Marketing minute. Labels out. Anyway, what I'm
Great
trying
transition to Slayer.
to listen, man. I'm trying to burn down capitalism.
Well, listen, maybe Slayer is too.
Yeah,
Slayer
it's their
might
final
be.
Chicago and Milwaukee show.
If I may,
Does that mean that they're also performing in Milwaukee?
no, it means
No,
that,
it means
like,
they're not
if
going
you're
to
in
Milwaukee,
Milwaukee,
if you're interested
get
in
down here.
Yeah.
They're not
Yeah, it's
coming
like
to-
we are not that far away from Milwaukee, so hop in your car, hop on the hop on the Amtrak. Sorry,
It's
and
an
get
hour
fucking down
drive.
here.
The Amtrak is a great place to drink.
An hour and a half.
Yeah, depending on traffic.
Yeah, it's
I like
really.
it.
I mean, if you drive at like 90, you'll get there just fine.
Right.
Don't do that because if you
Yeah.
die, we are not
Also, you can drink
responsible.
on the train, so like you might as well
Yeah.
take the
Yeah,
Amtrak.
prioritize that.
Yeah.
You know, you could drink a refreshing White Claw.
Refreshing flavor of a White Claw hard seltzer.
Yeah.
Man,
I'm a
go
big fan
take
of
the
this
train.
wine. You know, I know we talked about this beforehand, and you wanted to hit me immediately, but
Yeah.
I kind of prefer Truly.
I wouldn't. I would just stop
Yikes.
the recording.
Ooh,
Yep.
just
It's
cut right from the thing right
Yeah.
there. There's gonna
I'm
be a
just gonna
big-
keep saying it so you have a really hard time
Probably-
cutting it.
yeah, man, I'm gonna have a really
Truly.
hard time because I can't edit audio.
However,
I
Truly.
guess we have to kick Connor out of this podcast.
however,
episode.
this lime one
No, he's got the
specifically.
schedule up.
Yeah.
Truly, the official
he's
sponsor.
proven his
You
word.
can't get rid of me because I have the
He's the only
schedule.
one
Even
holding
though
the
Alex has
schedule.
his up right over there.
Oh
This
shit!
lime
Oh
one's
no,
great.
Connor, give us something else so we don't kick you out.
I'm really excited for the Block Party set.
Oh yeah, no, the block party set's gonna
That
fucking
silent
rip.
alarm
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
gonna be
silent
amazing.
alarm.
Block party's gonna
Good.
rip. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're on at the
I'm
same
back.
time as Slayer, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At
'Cause
the exact same time.
If I may, I've seen Slayer. They opened for Slipknot one year at like Mayhem Festival or some metal show.
Okay.
Sounds right.
It was
Yeah.
long, it was long enough ago that Tim Lambesis had not been accused of trying to murder his wife and was,
man.
as I lay
Oh,
dying,
that's a
was
while
playing
ago,
the
yeah.
show. Like it is long enough ago that was happening. So
Pre-murder.
pre
Attempted murder.
Premeditated murder.
supposedly.
Premeditated, yes.
Yeah.
The pre-pre.
So they opened for Slipknot, and I was like, Slayer as a legendary thrash metal band is the most boring thing I've ever watched in my life.
Oh man.
Slayer?
I don't
Ouch.
think I've ever seen
Yikes!
them.
The boomers are going to come for
think-
him.
Yeah, boomers are
It's
coming,
like just
man.
four people standing in place, playing their instruments, as fine as they can. Kerry King headbangs constantly, literally constantly. The song stops and he's still going.
That's pretty cool.
You just can't
They
stop.
do have,
you just can't stop.
They do have the big wall of amps behind them with like upside down crosses, and I appreciate that.
Edgy.
Yeah.
They got the aesthetic.
Yeah, the aesthetic
Yeah.
is there,
All
but
the amps being used.
no, God, no,
Of
it's all
course not.
decoration. They're empty. They're just empty
Just
cabs.
cardboard.
Yeah, but I appreciate their stage setup. I just don't necessarily appreciate their performance. So
Okay.
I'm like, cool. I'm definitely going to watch that Block Party set.
Yeah.
Damn millennials.
Well, I mean, you sold the set for me, man.
Damn millennials can't. They're not there for the music.
Sprinting over.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm just not a big thrash metal fan because I'm also not going to watch Anthrax and I'm also not going to watch Testament.
I mean, I'm right there with you. But
Yeah. Like, I love metal, but like I'm going to watch the Damned things when they're playing.
Oh,
and
yeah,
that's
definitely.
part of Anthrax.
I haven't heard a single song by them, by Damn Things. And that's... First, it was on accident because I kept forgetting.
not an accident.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, because I heard about that, I'm like, that's the coolest thing
Whoops,
ever.
I turned the
Yeah.
radio
And then I just
station.
forget to listen to them, you know? I
Yeah.
think I'm going to listen to them for the first time, like, at Riot Fest.
You
Look
need to
at
check.
that.
You
'Cause
need to at least check out the one single they put out on this record.
Yeah.
Because it is an awesome music video where like everybody in the band gets horribly maimed and injured.
Cool.
Except for Keith Buckley.
Love that.
But yeah, if any of our listeners don't know who the Damned Things are, it's a super group of Keith Buckley from Every Time I Die, 2 members of Fall Out Boy, a member of Anthrax, and Dan Andriano from Alkaline Trio. Fucking yeah,
So
Alkaline
literally,
Trio.
if you are in any like alternative rock music genre, like you should just be
Yeah.
listening to it 100%.
Yeah.
There's no reason for you not to be.
The only
Nah.
thing that I have a problem with is the fact that Matt Skiba and Dan Andriano are both going to be at Riot Fest on different days,
Right.
and there's no Alkaline Trio set. So Matt Skiba, who is playing Riot Fest with Blink-182, playing Enema of the State, doing their finest,
Yeah.
doing fine.
Not stoked on that.
It feels like no one is excited about this tour
I
that
don't
they're
think
doing.
anybody
And
was
But they kinda
excited
have to
about
do it.
Yeah.
they have to do it. They have to do it at Riot Fest because they didn't do it last year. Like, I don't know. But I have not heard of anyone that is like really stoked about Blink-182 playing Riot Fest this
One
year.
of my marketing directors is super stoked only for Blink-182, and she's like the only person I know very stoked for Blink-182.
It's like no one is like going crazy about this.
Like that's great.
I've
but-
seen them both, like with Tom DeLonge and without.
Yeah.
And there's differences, like Matt Skiba and Mark Hoppus, they both have like kind of monotone voices.
Yeah.
Sound the same.
And you can hear that like in the album too.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't, but also like Matt Skiba's like, he's like a better singer and like he's a better just overall musician too.
Than
So like,
Tom
and you could-
DeLonge?
yeah.
Yeah.
And you could like tell that like and from the live show too. So there's differences and I think there's like unique positives, but this
think-
album without Tom DeLonge is a
Yeah,
bummer.
it's weird because
Yeah.
I do think with the new music that Blink is doing, like if they play any of it, which I'm assuming they will,
I hope they don't.
I hope they
They
don't
probably
either.
will.
I know.
They
How
probably will
long's
play
the
some other
set?
stuff. It's like
They have the closing
It's long.
set.
Yeah, they have a closing set on Friday.
yeah, so I think it's like an hour and a half
Last
to
time
2.
they closed on a
hour
Friday.
15.
Yeah.
Hour 15.
They
Yeah,
stayed.
And,
Yes,
Blink,
that's
and
right.
Enema is like what 35 to 40
Yeah,
minute
like
album.
every song
Right.
is like under 2 minutes or 2:30.
So like they're gonna play other stuff, and I don't know if you guys have heard the new song Dark Side. Seen the
They just
video?
released- I haven't seen the video.
Oh my
but
god,
they
the
just
video
released it.
is not
Like in a high
great.
school, right?
It's a bunch of kids doing meme dances,
oh,
and that's
Fine.
the whole video.
Fine.
While they
Fortnite.
play this song, where like,
Bummer.
and like
Fortnite got
I'm
floss on them.
I understand that like because it's Matt Skiba and he's writing the songs with them, that it's going to have some Alkaline Trio influence, which is great. But it's like for some reason this still is not as good as Alkaline Trio. Like it could be like
It took me a bit to get over that. That
Yeah.
like that wasn't going to happen, and that's okay.
yeah, it's just and I don't know what it is about it, but I'm like it sounds like it should be an Alkaline Trio song, or it sounds like it should be a Blink-182 song, but it's not as good as either one of those bands. It's like somewhere in the middle where like you sacrificed everything you were good at in both of those bands to just make something that's like cool.
Just like
Yeah.
ripping
Almost
the song
great.
apart.
Almost if
Great.
they like when Skiba joined, if they would have just called it something else.
Yeah.
I feel like
It's a new
especially
band.
diehard fans of either side would
You
have
do
been
Plus
happier.
44 and you do Boxcar Racer and you call them different things. You
Yeah.
do Blink 182 with someone that's not Tom DeLonge and you're like, no, it's still Blink 182.
Right.
It's fucking not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's true.
even when they did the Angels and Airwaves show the other night, Tom DeLonge played 3 Blink songs.
Yeah.
Or no, he played 2
played
Blink songs
2.
and a Boxcar Racer song.
Really?
Yeah, he
got-
played fucking There Is the other night. And it's like,
That's awesome.
that's what
Yeah,
you
that'd be
want.
awesome.
He
Yeah.
did There Is acoustically in 2019. That's a fucking awesome move.
Yeah.
To have Blink 182 out here with Matt Skiba playing Enema of the State, I feel like it's just not as exciting as seeing Tom DeLonge do a Boxcar Racer song.
Yeah.
That's
I would
messed
love
up.
to see. They should throw in an Alkaline Trio song. Like,
Yeah.
at least that
Yeah.
would be awesome.
Yeah, they fucking
Like
should.
play
Yeah.
Mercy Me. Like, come on,
Yeah.
guys. Or do like acoustic radio. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Come on, please.
Or We've Had Enough would be good too. I'm like, that would be a song that Blink
Trying to think
could
of like
fucking
what
rip.
would be a cool song that Travis Barker could like
That-
improvise
that's-
on.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, We've Had Enough.
Yeah.
Like, he could fucking rip that song. Travis Barker, I do not blame at all for
Yeah,
Blink's new direction.
Travis
Surprisingly,
Barker has done absolutely
as
nothing
a guy who's
wrong.
currently playing with like Youngblood and MGK
Yeah.
on a song, which by
And,
the
like,
way,
one
that
arm,
song
basically.
is great. That song is awesome, but
Yeah.
it's like Travis Barker, you have no influence on this new sound. It's all like it's all Matt and Mark writing together, and it's like it's
Well, because like
fine.
the drums are like just good old
Yeah,
Travis
he just-
Barker
he
drums.
just-
Like
oh,
he's
yeah,
just
I'll
good at what
come
he
into the
does.
studio and rip.
yeah, he's like, oh, you guys want me to do this? Fine.
Didn't Feldman do that record?
Probably.
He's a producer for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's what I hear a lot when it comes out.
If
is
I
like,
may
it's
too,
Feldman.
don't care for Feldman's production
I don't know if
on
enough
any
examples-
album John Feldman has done besides Panic at the Disco and the U's first 3 albums. 2.
Spicy
Sorry,
take.
not even the third.
Yeah.
It's the first 2 used albums. Not a big fan of John Feldman's production.
Big fan of Goldfinger though.
Sure,
Same.
Goldfinger is fine. That's
There,
him.
I did like Goldfinger's last album.
Yeah.
Goldfinger not playing Riot Fest.
They are not playing right. But
Goldfinger's not playing Riot
listen,
Fest.
you can get your ska in with Streetlight Manifesto and Listen Jake.
Unless
Isn't there a whole
Jake,
ska
there's got to be
band?
some more ska in there.
And y'all
There's,
know we're gonna skank in the
uh,
pit together.
There's like 2 albums that are being played by ska bands
Which
on
one?
there. The Selector,
Selector.
Selection.
The Selector.
Nope, just Selector. The
The Selector.
It's the one.
Oh, your favorite ska band, Census Fail.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Love that.
That's my one favorite.
Census Fail playing twice on Riot Fest.
They are playing
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah.
Why?
I was kind of
On the
On the
surprised.
Rebel stage.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's very small for Sense. I was kind of surprised when I saw that, but then I also saw who was kind of playing at the same time as them, and I kind of got it. But I was also kind of like, that's a ballsy move.
I wonder why they slipped them in. Like, to me, that just like Buck couldn't get a hold of Taking Back Sunday. And so there's like this get Census Fail in there. Like, it's
But
fine.
then-
Like, it's
Just
fine.
slide them in
I
there.
also think it's weird that Census Fail is playing 2 albums and Taking Back Sunday is playing 2 albums, but Census Fail is doing 2 days and Taking Back Sunday is only doing 1.
Yeah.
So they're playing for
It
like an
probably
hour
just
and a
comes down
half.
to a scheduling
Yeah,
thing. Like,
I
definitely.
the
assume.
band probably just couldn't do 2 days.
But I
like,
am
that's
very
probably what it comes
offended
down
that
to.
Taking Back Sunday is playing the exact same time as Bikini Kill, whom I've never seen in my life and have to see under every circumstance.
Under
How
all
many times have you
circumstances.
seen Taking Back Sunday?
Oh, so many.
I mean, it's
exactly.
Riot Fest. It's Taking Back Sunday.
But
It's
Taking
gonna
Back
be there.
Sunday,
Yeah.
at least we've seen, everyone has
Guar
at least seen
and
Taking Back
Taking Back
Sunday,
Sunday.
willingly or unwillingly, at least 5
Yeah.
times.
Right, so you could probably like sacrifice.
That's
well, I mean,
fine.
there's also like there's
The
a whole
problem is-
15 minutes of Taking Back Sunday before Bikini Kill.
But
Yeah.
here's the thing. I'm going to see the starting line, which is one of my favorite bands that I have never seen live. So I'm going to see them cry and then immediately rush over to Bikini Kill and wait.
Then they played Riot Fest a couple years ago, right?
Who?
Starting
Starting
line?
line?
No, I think this is their first time.
This is the first
in a
time.
long time.
Okay.
I almost went out to New Jersey
First
last year
time,
to go
long
and
time?
see them because they played on my birthday in December at like the Taking Back Sunday Starland Ballroom thing, but I found nobody to go with me, so I didn't go alone.
Nobody wanted to go to Jersey with me?
Nobody wanted to go to Jersey with me.
Wow,
Shocker.
big fucking shocker there. Jersey, worst state in the union.
Granted, I also went to I was like, guys, we can go to New York, and I was like, wait, I fucking hate New York. Why would I want to go back there? Why am I enticing people with this? And then I
Because
saw
I know it's a
Starting Line will
hard
be
sell.
there.
Yeah, I could pop off in New Jersey for a long time.
Yeah.
So if you want some New Jersey hot takes, I got you.
Oh,
Fuck New Jersey.
Totally separate.
Except for Dieter Unrath. He's cool.
This is oh,
Shout
yeah.
out to my boy
Yeah,
Deets.
he's the only good thing about New Jersey, and also like
My Chemical Romance.
yeah. Am I like interviewing you guys?
Yeah, please interview. You have the schedule in front of you.
well, that's true.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I am. I do have the.
Well,
I do have the source of information.
my other hot, like, we haven't talked about yet because I like some of I don't like a lot of the, I don't want to sound like a hipster, but I don't like a lot of like the super mainstream stuff. Like a lot of the headliners don't.
I only like the super mainstream stuff. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is fair. I mean, that's fine. I'm not knocking
reversed
it.
on that. I'm
Yeah.
more of like the undercard.
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm not knocking that. Like people like what they like and stuff like that. It just so happens that I like bands like Elder Brother and Microwave. Like this Saturday.
Microwave is gonna be really.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them, but I'm really hyped to finally see them.
Yeah, this Saturday lineup for me on the Rebel stages is like that's awesome to me. Like Elder Brother, the Damn Things, Microwave. Like I could be there all day.
Are you guys? I'm really hyped to see Hot Mulligan play on Friday.
Yeah.
I saw them play their Sold Out Bottom Lounge show with Belmont, and the first time I saw Hot Mulligan was probably like 2 years ago in downtown Downers Grove at Evolution Music, and I never really heard of them. And then they played, and I was like, oh my god! And then they played Dairy, which is probably like their most well-known track.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my fucking god! How have I not heard of this band before?
I've been listening to them more recently, like kind of in sort of preparation, because I don't like really know them that well.
Their pits get really wild, but it's
I'm
like
sure they
very,
do.
it's very nice because I've only got knocked down once, which
Yeah.
is great because I am
Your
like,
metric
that
of like how good
happens.
the
You gotta
pit
pick
is.
it back up.
oh yeah, like I
Pick
am
it up,
five,
pick it up.
I am
Pick it up,
5
pick it up.
foot, 1.5, 134 pounds. If I fall, I'm falling.
Right.
So
And someone's
if I
gotta-
was
someone's gotta
but
pick you right
once,
back up.
everyone
Yeah.
has a good chance. I will say though, when I was at Idols at Lollapalooza, I fell and this dude looked down. I was like, "Help me up," and he was like, "No." No. I was like, "Excuse me." I was like, "What?"
Jerk.
It's like a watch me
I like
moment.
looked up and I was like,
They'll look up at me and they'll say, "Help us," and I'll say, "No."
Anyway, so I'm kind of mad that White Reaper and Frank Iero are both playing at the same time because I've never seen White Reaper, but I really have to see my boy Frank Iero.
You gotta split it. That's just what you
You
have
gotta
to
run.
do.
Connor
I
solution
do
everything.
have to run.
Yeah.
Run through the
Just split
tears.
it.
So, guys, the first tip is pre-workout. Just work out straight for 5 to
Creatine.
7
Oh,
days.
got it.
You have
2 weeks
11 days.
beforehand. You have 11 days, so basically you have 2 weeks to run an elliptical as fast as you can for
Working
at
like
least 30 minutes.
working
and
like
build
a
up your
vegan meal a
endurance.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'll just make you feel better.
it'll make you feel lighter.
Yeah, and then you'll run it off, and then you'll get a smoothie, and then maybe you'll have like pasta or something, carbo load. Replace
Go to
everything.
the Cheesy's truck.
Oh, carbo
Yeah,
load before you
cheesies.
run.
Go get a
Guys,
sick grilled cheese.
Go to the Cheesy's truck.
Yeah,
oh
seriously.
god,
Also,
cheese is just so
Cheesies,
good.
please sponsor us. I love your mac and cheese.
I love that we just want
grilled
food and
cheese.
drink
Yeah.
sponsors. and
That's
also
it.
no
Riot Fest
closer to
did a
getting
pretty
them.
good job of like the food trucks last year.
Yeah,
like the
they did.
placement
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
They were just like
They were
out of the
perfect.
way.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's because that's
they-
something that like Pitchfork messes up on.
Do they have
Yeah.
Wow Bao?
Yeah.
The hot Asian buns?
I don't know.
I don't.
didn't-
I think so.
They
Actually,
always
yeah.
have the hot Asian
They always
buns.
have the hot
Yeah.
Asian buns.
They got
They did
the
have
taco
some.
in
They
a
had some
bag.
good tacos too.
Taco in the bag's shit.
in a
That's
bag.
awesome.
They always have
Yeah.
Beat Kitchen with their sick mac and cheese.
Oh yeah.
There was like a Thai restaurant too that had like just like a big container of like Thai food, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'll have
Yeah.
20.
There's the pierogies are always good there. At Riot
Yeah.
Fest.
Yeah.
You want to talk Riot Fest food? Meat
I
sticks
do.
and meat
Meat
sticks and
sticks and
Oh my
pierogies.
god.
One of the cheapest meals that you can get, which is I'm guessing is vegan, but is you can get $2 pickles, like $2 fried pickles. Sorry, $2 fried pickles. It's good. Comes with ranch.
You can also, if Dark Matter's there this
Not
year,
vegan.
you can get some coffee.
Yeah, they always
They're
have
here
cold
this
brew,
year.
dark matter cold brew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are they doing any like special beers?
I think it's just. I mean, they have
That
like
Goose
Island.
Island.
That's
Goose
like Goose
Island,
Island. They have
Oh, well,
the special
they-
pale ale.
And they have
Fucking
they have
idiot.
All
Well,
Rise is
you know what
there, which is like the Cobra Lounge
yeah.
brewery. So they always have their tents.
They're sponsored by like what Dos Equis or some shit.
Sponsored by Dos
Yeah.
Equis.
So
They
you
have
get Tecate and Dos Equis.
Yeah.
they always have like the cocktails, which are like
Tito's,
overpriced.
maybe?
Tito's, and then like Red Bull, and then they name it after like Lemmy and Odorous.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh yeah, I'm gonna have all those all weekend.
Right.
And they come in like reusable cups, and I just go back to the bar, and I'm just like, please, sir.
I think this year
I'll
they
have
have a
another.
reusable cup, but it's for pop.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's good.
I
Should just
think
give you one when you walk in. Be like, if you lose this,
You
Oh, it's a
we'll
million
If you lose
fucking
this,
murder you.
you're sober forever.
ooh.
That'd actually be pretty clever. You get like the VIP package comes with like a plastic cup. There you go, Buck. You're not watching this, but
Look, watch my podcast.
VIP package comes with cup.
there's a lot of other
reusable.
people that work at Riot Fest too.
Yeah,
besides Buck.
Mo.
Mo, what's up?
Mo.
We interviewed,
Yeah.
we interviewed you, girl. Come on.
I've never seen American football.
I mean, I've never. So you're gonna have to help me here with American football.
Oh,
We can
no.
watch
Is that the
tomorrow.
same
All right, so
guy
there's
from?
what? How many divisions are there in American football?
No, I mean,
Oh, no.
first of all, this
Several.
is not a sports podcast,
No
Oh,
sports ball.
and we're not starting today. You'll have to help me with
Yeah,
the
we have a
band.
draft.
No, we are not doing
American
the fantasy
football.
draft. I don't
We
even
are
know.
doing it. You're not my mom.
No, somebody.
Go to the basement, Mom.
One
Do
of,
my fantasy draft.
one of our like regular winners at my radio station today, we had a studio show with Whitney.
A
which was
regular
really
winner?
Oh
cool.
yeah.
That's the
So
thing.
at my radio
regular
station,
wins.
they just win all the time. They're very nice people. They were like, "Oh, you're like the promo mom." And I'm like, "How do I take this?"
You embrace it, and that's not on your Twitter.
How do I
bio.
stop being the
Yeah.
promo
I guess I'll
mom?
put it in there. I always have granola bars for my boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just doubling down on.
Your kid's
promo mom,
hungry.
Like,
You got your granola bar.
yeah,
The 5 or 170 calories birthday cake granola bar. You know they love it.
yeah, right. You just sold that
You're
whole
being
thing.
healthy.
Like
You're
promo
being
mom.
healthy.
No on record and say fuck
you get
granola
the
bars.
sweet, and you're filling up. Because when they go home and eat their ramen because we're poor.
American
Fantasy
football.
football.
No, before that.
Now is American
no.
football the dude from Cap and Jazz?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
really don't know anything about
Because
American
I'm
football.
pretty sure it is,
only
but
heard
I
good
know
things.
nothing about
It
American
is.
football.
It is.
Yeah, okay.
It
So
is.
I love Cap and Jazz. And every
Okay.
time they play Riot Fest, the singer whose name I'm completely blanking on, like just goes wild.
crazy.
He's crazy. He was throwing a frisbee and he kept like getting it thrown back. He's like, "Come on, man, I need that frisbee back." And then
Yeah.
as soon as it got back to him, he'd throw it back into the audience and just be like, "No, but seriously, like I need the frisbee back." And like throw it back out
We
in the
have
audience.
a bunch of frisbees at work for some reason. We just got them for the summer. I'm gonna bring a frisbee
You got
now.
it because he's going to throw it out there.
Yeah.
If you guys don't play frisbee
You're
with
like,
me
the-
at some
the
point
mix
during
is
Riot
good. The
Fest, I'm
mix
gonna be
is right.
personally offended.
I want to go watch
Frisbee
them.
should be flying around everywhere at Riot
It
Fest.
Yeah.
should be. Yeah.
Constantly.
I'm gonna bring 3 XRT.
The back of my head should never be safe.
Yeah.
No matter where you go.
That's Riot Fest's new slogan. The back of your head is never safe.
People are like, out of context, I'm scared as fuck.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Not that somebody's gonna beat my ass, but the frisbee's
Oh wait,
gonna
I need
beat
to.
me.
I need to get this in. There's this act at Riot Fest that everyone needs to know about. The Who.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, HU.
You.
The day I'm showing up on like middle of the act, like watching them as early as possible, which is
They have
scary for me
They
because
have
I'm
like a
drinking
30.
quite a
They
bit.
have like a 30-minute set,
Yeah,
right?
45.
But they're
Yeah,
playing
45.
But they're
have
playing
3
so early.
songs on Spotify.
Yeah.
So you can easily catch up on their entire discography.
You'll know all the words.
You
Yeah.
won't. It's entirely Mongolian
Yeah,
throat
it's in
singing.
Mongolian.
It's
is
okay.
that the- okay,
Yeah, Mongolian throat singing.
Mongolian throat singing.
Just
That's
learn
what the band
it.
is.
But
Fine.
it's like it's
pretty- it's bad.
traditional is not
Poser.
the right word, but like melodic, just like metal, like
Well,
just
yeah.
like
it's a combination of their traditional like national style
Right.
with metal.
with
Yeah.
like American
Metal.
like
The American
80s,
influence. Yeah,
Yeah.
like 90s metal.
It's so good.
yeah.
It's
It's
incredibly
so
good.
I play it all the time in my apartment. My girlfriend hates me. She's just like,
She's gonna
please.
hate you when you
'Cause
get that asshole tattoo.
Yeah,
too.
right. Yeah, yeah. She doesn't hate me already for doing that.
Yeah.
But like, just like the throat singing and stuff. It's so like it sounds so awesome.
It sounds so cool.
and like the choruses are catchy.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're saying. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's
Yeah.
mostly about just like the glory of Mongolia.
Really?
When
That's
you watch
cool.
it on YouTube, it like has the translations at the bottom, and it's like it's
Mongolia
very
is really
uplifting.
cool.
It's
It's
very
very-
positive.
Oh,
It's
that's
like
great.
it's like
nationalist.
posy Mongolian.
Yeah.
I love
metal.
that for them.
Yeah. No, they're one
Yeah,
of the
check them
bands
out.
this year that I'm like, I have to be there early to watch this band.
Yeah.
They look.
That's how I was for was it the Pizza
Pizza Underground.
Underground?
with Macaulay
That
Culkin.
Macaulay
Yeah, we
Culkin.
saw
we,
that.
we
yeah.
got
I mean,
there.
that's
We got there
under-
at like
At
11:30.
Gates, we were there. Yeah, that was fun.
Damn.
And there were these 2 guys that they had plastic pizza pouches with like lanyards around their neck.
Yeah.
So there was like a slice of pizza in like a plastic
Yeah.
pouch,
Like a saver.
and they were like holding it up.
Yeah, and then
Oh my God.
they had somebody playing the pizza box, which was fun.
Yeah,
It
pizza
was-
box
it
was
was-
an instrument.
Yeah, it was like a not Pequot. It was like a Lou Malnati or something. Like, they literally had it like the night before. They brought.
Oh
she was,
my
like, She was
God.
playing it and stuff like that. It's 100% Macaulay Culkin and his friends from New York or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, fuck it, because they. That's not an insult. They didn't sound great.
No, it was
Like,
terrible.
It was
But
100%.
awesome.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
100% like that kind of shit I would do if I was Macaulay Culkin. It's like, yeah, people are just going to come see it.
Who gave?
Yeah, because it's
Macaulay
like I'm
Culkin-
Yeah, it doesn't
intrigued,
matter.
and it's Macaulay Culkin.
I'm
so why
fucking
not?
bored, so I'm gonna do. And all the songs were about pizza. The singing didn't sound great. Like they were just having fun.
Wasn't there a closer connection to like Velvet Underground too?
All their songs are Velvet Underground songs, but about pizza.
But
that's the gimmick. And
Who gave Macaulay Culkin the right to do an art project on stage?
Literally.
Himself, and that's the best part.
You got those residuals, man.
He's doing great.
You did when you watch Home Alone every fucking Christmas.
No, you're right.
He's trying to get back in the Home Alone.
You made
game.
Pizza Underground happen.
I watched Home Alone enough to give Macaulay Culkin the fucking right.
Just think about that.
The nerve, the absolute gall
Yeah.
to do the Pizza Underground.
Then we saw that same show. Then we saw Menzingers. Like after
We
that.
were probably in the
they did
same
like
area
a-
then.
Yeah, they did like a 1 p.m. show.
Yeah, it was
right when
after.
Rented World came out.
Yeah, it was right when, and I remember I'll never forget this. We were watching them, and we turned around, and there was like they were doing
It's their last song. They were doing.
what is the fucking song?
I don't want to say the lyric without giving away. Like,
Yeah,
the story.
yeah. But
In Remission.
Intermission. Thank
Yeah,
you.
they're doing Intermission.
And there was like, if everybody needs a crutch, then I need a wheelchair. And then there was somebody in a wheelchair like me.
No, there were two people next to, and it was like super muddy.
Yeah, super muddy. There wasn't a big crowd there. Yeah, it was awesome.
And so they're just over and over again saying, if everyone needs
if anybody needs a crutch, then I
need a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And then these two people in wheelchairs next to us just like rocking out.
Yeah.
Oh my
And it was
God.
awesome. Like
Yeah.
it was awesome.
It was one of the coolest things that they're like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, at like 1 p.m. on a Sunday. Like it was great.
I'll say one of the artists that I'm really excited about that I'm kind of surprised is at Riot Fest. I thought that she definitely would have been at Pitchfork. It's Caroline Rose. She actually sold out Lincoln Hall.
Really?
About like 4 or so months ago. And she does, if you've ever heard of the Regrets, it's like that, a little bit more beachy though.
Okay.
But it's just her. But her entire, like if you just go on Spotify and you just play through like the top songs, they're all bops. Like you can dance to it, you can jump around to it. And she's earlier in the day on Friday.
140.
But she's definitely somebody to look out for, especially if you're into more like that indie garage rock type vibe.
Yeah.
I would say definitely check her out. She's going to be a good kind of like easy listening to kind of get you dancing through the rest of the day if you're not, into super punk like pew pew pew. And you're gonna pew pew pew. And if you're gonna jump in the pit, if you want to like be like, okay, I want to like slowly ease into it, definitely go check her out. Her couple of albums she has out, an EP. Really good. Very, very solid.
Check that out. Another good early in the day band, Turnstile.
I've never gotten the Turnstile wave.
I don't think I've ever
personally.
actually listened to a single song. I've just
fair.
seen so many videos of their shows, and that's enough to get me to go. Yeah.
Didn't they play Lala like 2 years ago?
No idea.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it.
That's fair.
I bet they did. You know what? It was great. I had a great time at it. I didn't
They
go.
probably had a great
Wow,
time.
you guys weren't there?
Oh my God, guys.
They're right after the Who. It's fine.
First of all,
yeah.
you fucking liars.
W.
I didn't see any of you there.
I don't know how, but they found me.
Yeah, they're playing way too early on Friday.
Yeah. Well, here's the
I
thing.
thought you were like starting a story there. Because I was going to bring up that band earlier.
Imagine having a paragraph as a name.
Yeah. But I did
The world is a
see.
beautiful place. I'm not afraid to die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
They changed their.
Good band,
They shortened it at least.
They did?
Well, I mean, they
They
shortened
tried
it when
to.
it's like
They
on a
tried to
poster.
abbreviate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Like
right.
And
when
then people
Panic at
read
the
it and you're like,
Disco.
ooh.
Like when Panic at the Disco pulled out the exclamation point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Which
They
is,
brought it back.
It
Right.
is dumb. They brought it back.
They brought it back.
They
can't
dropped
take
the
that
ad
out.
sign, all right? Do they have the ad sign still?
No, they don't
No,
have the
yeah.
ad. No.
It's full. It's the full word "at," which is only 2 characters.
Yeah.
You're right. They're not sacrificing a lot.
I think the at symbol actually takes up more than 2 characters
Yeah.
in lines of
That's
code. I think it
fair,
takes up 3.
But
damn it.
I don't know
Pixel
how, but they
perfect.
found me. I saw them down at Shaky Knees on Friday. They were the very first band, and they have a song called "Nobody Likes the Opening Band," and they opened with it.
I'm pretty sure they're like
Iconic
the second
move.
band.
That's tight.
They're the second band on that stage,
Yeah,
right?
so they can't play it,
On that
but
stage,
listen.
yes.
Yeah, so they won't be able to play a
It's so
song called
unfortunate,
"Nobody Likes the
but
Opening
honestly,
Band."
they put on a really fun set. It's just 2 of them,
Yeah,
but it's a really fun set.
Oh, really?
So
Just like 2 people?
yeah, it's just the 2 of them.
it's kind of like
It's like 21
Death
Pilots.
21 Pilots or Death from Above sort of thing, like dancey and
Yeah,
a little rocky.
How are they found?
You know, it's got it's.
It's
It's hip for the kids.
Emo,
you know?
emo daddy.
You know,
Yeah, it's
if
it for the
liked-
kids. You
if
know, the kids
liked
like
early
it.
Panic at the Disco, like Fever, like you should
Yeah.
legally. You're gonna like
Legally,
it.
you should like Fever You Can't Sweat Out
Yeah.
or stop listening to this fucking podcast.
Yeah.
And you've
Or you're
never
a
seen our numbers
poser.
drop
Don't
off.
unsubscribe. Throw your phone off a
Get the
bridge.
fuck
Ladies and
out.
gentlemen, please stay subscribed.
Yeah, please.
Ring the bell. Whatever.
Ring the bell.
Is this a YouTube thing?
It might be, yeah.
Smash that like button.
Everybody
ring the bell.
smash that fucking like
Or
button.
subscribe, whatever.
Listen to Fever You Can't Sweat Out. Ring the bell
yeah.
for notifications.
Yeah.
Grandson.
Yeah, he's supposed to be really good.
So our friend of the
I was
pod,
actually
Johnny
addressing
Minardi.
Alex.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
wasn't aware that you guys were related. It's
Papa, please.
it's become awkward.
But yeah, what about grandson?
Friend of the
don't
pod, Johnny Minardi, works with
Actual friend of the
grandson.
pod?
Actual friend of the pod.
Yeah.
He's been on.
I love Johnny.
He's a very nice guy. He's a lovely man, and I need him to help me get the cool, refreshing flavor of a White Claw sponsorship.
He owes me this one first.
He was
Oh,
You promised me, Johnny. Our Lord and Savior,
our
Johnny
Lord and
Minardi.
Savior. You need an Arizona
does
iced tea
anybody know how to
sponsorship.
Photoshop? We can like Photoshop something together real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Johnny.
Yeah, so he is he's been working with grandson, and I do like the one single I've heard from him. So it just this year has so many overlaps that I'm like I don't know. Like I'm like yeah probably, but also like if there's another band I'm like fuck probably.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a year
Either
of
way,
fuck
like you're
probably.
really bad at decision making.
And anything, we're sprinting, wear comfortable shoes again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Train.
Boots.
Train.
I wear
Train.
boots at Riot Fest.
Rocky.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I wear
You need to
boots.
have a week
Mud.
of Rocky montages.
Do we know? Oh wait,
It's not Riot Fest
far
unless
out
it-
enough to where we
Oh,
see
the Weather
weather.
Channel. Remember, guys,
Fuck.
never
It's
forget
gonna rain at Riot
2015.
Fest. Bees and rain. You're gonna get both.
And probably, heat
The
stroke.
bees. Like, come for Riot
Bees,
Fest.
Michael.
Oh, I mean, I've never had bees at Riot Fest, but okay.
A friend of the pod, Kevin Delury. I'm just gonna say everybody. He wrote a buddy.
He can be.
friend of the pod. Yeah.
Happy to
Everyone could be
make
a
him
friend
one.
of the pod.
Kevin Delury wrote an article years ago about the bees that come at Riot Fest. I think he wrote it for the Riot Fest website, and it was one of the, he's just a funny guy and a funny thing. But he's talking about how there's fucking bees there because all the people drinking beer. And so this was back when I was at Humboldt.
Yeah.
And the bees were just everywhere.
Yeah.
They're always everywhere, which is nice. Save the bees, but when I see less bees at Riot Fest, I get sad because the bees.
Climate change.
Yeah.
But is it less bees because we're at Douglas Park, or just less bees because
I don't know. I'm
like,
not a
the environment?
biologist. I don't know where the fucking bees are.
Find a
Connor.
biologist
It's
for you.
referred to as an apiarist.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think
Oh,
that's
all
all the
right.
time we wrap it up.
Anyway, Connor, what's the
guys ever
weather
heard-
looking like?
All right. So
Your Tom Skilling for the
Yeah,
day.
your
again, this
Riot
is
Fest weather update.
what 48 days out.
40
No.
sure.
We are not. How many claws have you
We
had,
are
sir?
2 weeks away.
All right. Yeah.
We're
I was
2
thinking
weeks
from
away.
Monday, 11 days.
Yeah,
so we're
but
almost
we're
2
looking
weeks
at
away.
the weather 2 weeks away.
Yeah, that's like the cap that you could look at weather.
Yeah.
Doesn't start on Thursday.
Hurricane
This is
Dorian.
Lollapalooza. 74, partly cloudy.
Oh, thank God.
But again, this is like almost 2 weeks out.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to be the most accurate.
We'll update you guys.
Showers late. I told you it only rains during Riot Fest.
How late?
It didn't rain last
Friday
year.
night.
Chance of rain
I know.
30%.
Ooh.
Bring your
That's like
ponchos.
just high
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
Bring your fucking boots and shit.
Get a drawstring bag, bring a Ziploc bag, put all your stuff in there, and then don't even worry about it.
Bring
Yeah.
a reusable water bottle.
If you like get soaked, that's part of the fun.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you weren't at Riot Fest 2015 when it just rained
Yep.
downpour the entire
We were
3
there.
straight days, I don't want to talk to
That's-
you.
that's
You
what
don't
we-
know. You
Yeah.
don't know how fest life is.
That's where we saw
That was the Menzingers.
Pizza Underground in Menzinger. It was super muddy. I still have the pictures of my boots that were just caked during what's Anthony Green's fucking band? Why am I blanking on
Circa?
Yeah, Circa.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, like one of the best bands.
I'm like, wait.
But they
Was
did,
that the year you played with Seos?
no, it was Circa, and he like was the best way to describe it is baptizing people with mud. Like
That's
so
great.
he was like digging mud up.
Oh
And he was
my
like on the
God.
barrier, and he was like doing the Simba on them and shit like that. Just
amazing.
like he was.
That's
he was
truly
all over the
amazing.
place. Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, he was wild. And then wasn't that AFI too? Truly.
Yeah.
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 But no, I remember that year. As soon as my friend and I walked in, we were. She jumped in the pit for NoFX. She came out 15 minutes later. She had mud up to her
Yep.
hips,
Yeah, yeah.
and I was like, "Holy
awesome.
shit!"
Yeah, you're gonna
I
get
love
muddy.
everything
part of
about
the party.
that. Yeah.
It's just
And
part
then
of
we
the
put
experience.
insoles in your boots.
Yep.
What?
I have insoles
Oh,
in my
not
boots.
because I'm old.
Yeah.
No, I just you're
Generally.
gonna be
Yeah,
standing
it's not-
and running.
That's not because
Like,
I'm.
you're talking to old dudes. We have insoles already.
Yeah.
Like, we're way ahead of
Lizzie.
you. Like,
She's speaking to the audience.
Yeah.
Lizzie.
insoles.
I'm speaking to the youth.
My feet are sore.
Yeah.
My feet are sore too. I was walking in heels today. I have unicorn slippers on.
Did you bring slippers to my apartment?
I always bring slippers to your apartment
You're
and everywhere I go.
A little comfortable.
A little too comfortable.
A little too.
And this is the first time in the studio, but
Studio.
we have to set some.
It's heavy quotes on that studio.
No, it's a studio. There's no heavy quotes here.
Studio now.
Sincere Engineer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
340, the Rebel stage on Sunday.
Definitely have to catch her. I haven't been able to see her yet, but she's played with a lot of really big punk bands in the
Open
last
for
year.
Alkaline Trio when they did that 4 shows at at Metro.
She just opened for the Hold Steady at the Alia Hall.
Yep.
Like last weekend.
She's really coming
actually.
up. This would actually be a great time to go see her because she's gonna blow up.
She's
within the
definitely
next
gonna
year.
blow up.
Yeah.
Kind of like Beach Bunny. Like they just played Lala to like a huge audience, and they were like one of the opening bands.
Yep.
That's
Yeah. So it's funny. Y'all talk, right?
Yes, we do.
I as one
It
does
is a
during a
podcast.
podcast, and people who know me and they were like, Alex isn't fucking saying a lot, and it's because I am such. I would say out of the loop. I don't know, what would you call it, Connor? Because
Music?
when it comes to like music, like I mean, obviously I love and appreciate music and Riot Fest and all that other shit, but like I don't follow things like I should.
No, you kind of stopped in 2013 after the Front Bottoms.
Yeah,
you're
I
like,
discovered
yep.
the front bottoms,
You're
and
like,
that
yep,
was
this is
like,
my band
that's
forever.
it. Like,
I mean, that's fair.
Roswell kid.
That's
yeah,
fair.
then Roswell, Jeff Rosenstock.
When I say that I like a band, it's because I heard one song and it didn't suck.
yeah, and
That's fair.
Bar's
like,
low.
Y'all,
It's a low bar.
yeah,
It just means you love music, man.
y'all are like actually talking about like these up and coming stuff, and I love it, and I love learning about these things, and like this happens. So I tour. I think out of the 4 of us, I don't. Did you ever tour and stuff like that? Were you
No,
ever,
nobody wanted to hear my shit.
Okay, so no, sorry.
fair.
Even
I,
here.
I tour as a merch dude, so it's not like people want to hear my shit either.
It
But
doesn't mean you didn't tour, though. Like,
Right.
yeah.
You know,
I mean,
there's a lot of bands that tour and no one wants to hear
I
it.
went to Reggie's
so
Look at you.
and Penny Road Pub.
I get thrown
As far
in
as I've gone.
a lot of conversations where it's like I don't know. People bring up like I know Travis Barker and Tom DeLonge and like Mark Hoppus and stuff like that. I almost just said the other guy, but like,
and the other dude in that
and,
band.
like for a long time, Blink-182 was like the only band I could name. Remember, even my most favorite band of all time was the Newfound Glory. I knew Chad Gilbert only because he married Paramore girl.
Haley
Williams. By your
Don't you disrespect her like that.
Like, no,
This is
Haley-
actually part of the point.
Yeah, this is part of my point. It's because for me personally, like music, like I understand people get invested and they really appreciate the bands and stuff like that. And people who are invested in these bands are what drive the industry, right? You know, especially the teenagers and stuff like that who are, you know, reading the
Super
alt
fans are
press,
most
yeah,
important. Yeah.
and not even super, like even the casual fans who know, and with Twitter and shit like that, like you know all these people and shit like that, but. Chad Gilbert and the lead singer in Newfound Glory, a man I've listened to a million times. I don't know his name. Like I don't know. Like and like that's
You don't
not
know
a
song
knock.
titles. You don't know people.
Yeah, whatever. And I only know Chad Gilbert and like, and it's because he was pop culture reference or so whatever. And so like circling back to Minardi, like I didn't know when I met Minardi, he was just a dude.
Yeah.
It's like we were having dinner, like Sleep on It played a show, and so I'm close friends with the guys in Sleep on It, so like that, and I've been around them since their start. And like they played a show, and afterwards they're like, hey, you know, this guy wants to take us out to dinner or whatever. It's our buddy Johnny. Like I've seen him around and shit like that, and it was like cool. Like this guy's gonna pay for my fucking dinner, and like
Fair.
which is nice. And then it's like, so I meet this guy and we're talking, we're friends, and like, you know, I know he's part of the industry, and I know like he's like a label dude, and yeah, whatever. He's like a cool dude. He's always really nice to me. We talk or whatever. He helped me with advice, especially early on in touring. And I write when I'm on tour. And I do these things called tour journals and shit like that. And one of my very first tour journals, I satirically referenced Minardi as Lord and Savior Johnny Minardi, which is why I brought it up. And people read that and they thought it was fucking hilarious. I was like, do you know who this guy is? And I was like asking other industry people, like, you know who this guy is? Because like it was like our first day on tour, and like Minardi was there and helping us out and shit like that. And they're like, yeah, dude, like it's fucking Johnny Minardi. I'm like, okay,
You're like, I missed the memo.
and they're like, well, he's in this Fall Out Boy video. I'm like, cool. And then they pop off his like resume and shit like that. I was like, oh, like that's awesome. Like he obviously is very, you know,
Successful.
very
Yeah.
successful and
Connected and all
influential
that,
and shit like that. And like everybody knows Minardi, and I just he's a dude that bought me dinner. I have his number. I talked to him.
And that's how you are with like
humble
the
brag.
entirety of music.
Yeah, I don't like, and this isn't like a brag or anything. I don't have that connection, so I don't like fanboy over things. And there's like situations
Except
where
for the front bottoms.
yeah, and I don't even really fanboy. I don't fanboy
Not
over
anymore.
them. Yeah, like I get stoked to see them and like from the audience perspective, but to meet them and stuff like that, like I know Brian, I think his name is. I don't even know if that, and I only know that because the songs say.
Yeah,
Brian.
he says it in like a
Yeah,
couple
he says
songs.
his name all the time in the fucking songs. But like, yeah, a lot of those times, like you meet people backstage and it's like, hey, like cool, like yeah, you do what? Like, guy from Yellow Card,
William Ryan Key.
yeah, that guy
Got it,
who
guys.
also who plays for
a Brian and a Ryan.
the guy who plays who does the guitar now for Newfound. Yeah. Like I at Warped Tour, like I totally blew up a toilet and like on my way out, I was like, dude, you don't want to go in there. Like hit him with one of those, and like I left, and they're like, and he laughed, and he was like, oh my fucking, like he said it, and somebody was like noticed, and they laughed, and I was like, yeah, who is that guy? I was like, I just blew up that toilet. Who's that guy? They're like, that's the guy from Yellow Card. I'm like, the violin player? They're like, no. I was like, okay.
You're like, oops, sorry.
You only would
bye.
have cared if it was the violin player.
And he's like, well, because I know what he does.
The most important person in Yellow Card is the violin player.
Yeah,
Listen.
that's what makes him distinct.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you're
That's what
asking
makes
the right
Yellow Card
question.
Yellow Card
Right,
the
yeah.
fucking violin.
And then he does the Newfound Glory set, and he's a great addition to Newfound Glory for the backup vocals because Chad can't sing. But that's
Go off.
yeah. But I still love Chad Gilbert. Right.
I feel like that's how most of the people are in the industry.
Yeah.
Is like you're not gonna like go crazy over like every single person because
Right.
like you only know so much.
Right.
Like, people can only know so much about anything.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I don't know that person because like I'm a normal human.
Or like the Good Charlotte guys walking around. We did a tour with water parks, and the Good Charlotte guys are the water parks managers, and it's like they like walk by and people like, oh my god. I'm like, what? Like, those are the guy from Good Charlotte. It's like, okay, cool. Like we want to hear.
Nicole Richie's husband? Sick.
Yeah. I was like, all right.
It's Nicole Richie. I want to partner
That'd
with
be even
Nicole
more
Richie.
like-
Yeah.
You know, and it's not like I don't want to insult these people. Like they're fine, but like a lot of times I've met people and they're like, you don't know who I am. It's like, should I? Like
Yeah.
you're in the
I
industry,
mean,
yes.
Oh, I don't
so-
like
I
that.
feel the
Yeah,
same way.
like, and like I don't like sorry, like
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't like especially in the music industry. It's just like, well, you don't. Well, this is really also any entertainment industry, but just like you don't like know. You don't know this person. Like, no, you could only know so much
Yeah.
about like
You've
any
only
topic.
like been
It's
around
not-
so
and
many
it's-
people.
and it's music, right? So it's not like I'm visually looking at them. Like I'm listening to the music. You know, I didn't watch
that's
a
a good
lot of
point.
music videos and stuff like that. Like I from the mid 2000s, I downloaded the MP3s off of fucking LimeWire.
Yeah.
God same.
And, yeah,
You were the only person to do that.
yeah, I know. I invented LimeWire.
Public evidence.
FBI,
Yeah.
friends of the pod,
Yeah,
coming for you.
yeah.
We're gonna tag all these friends at the pods, and people are gonna be like,
Did you guys
You
tag
check your
the
phone,
Federal
man.
Bureau of
FBI may have just
Investigation?
texted you.
That's like we on Warped Tour last year, we pissed off Brian Buckley again. Didn't know who he was.
yike.
Yeah, like he was not happy. He was trying to cut through our. When I say our, I'm talking about me and Jesse. I can never pronounce his last name. Jesse L. Of the not Lacey of Capstan. He's like their TM and merch guy and stuff like that. And
Great band.
yeah,
Yes.
great. Capstan's a great band. Listen to him, yada yada. Doing great things. And Jesse and I were next to each other in our merch tents, and we had talked about like, hey, like people are going to be trying to cut through. It's like we can't let them cut through because that's you never know people coming through taking merch and shit like that. You can't have people behind the table you don't know. And then literally 5 minutes later, Brian Buckley tries to cut through his tent, and he's like, "Nah, man." And Jesse was like, "Nah, man, you can't go there." He's like, "I'm just cutting through, like whatever." And he wasn't flat. His credentials weren't flashing or anything like that. And we're like, he got so upset. It was really funny, like watching that happen. He got so upset. And Capstan's in that genre of that heavier stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, and people were like, he finally let him through, or no, he didn't let him through. He made him go around. And it was like one more. It was my merchant. He had to go around, and it was like 10 extra feet, and he was like stomping off. It was funny. But he was like trying to get like, I'm not blowing up Brian Buckley because he was trying to get to the stage. He was running late. And shit like that. But it was just a funny thing that people were like, "Oh, you don't know what you just did." Like total non-issue. I'm sure Brian Buckley doesn't even remember it, or if he does, it's even funnier to me.
Yeah, right. And that like really stuck with him.
Yeah.
Another friend of the pod, Brian Buckley,
that fucking-
presumably.
I hope so. I don't know
God,
if
I
he's
hope
listening
so.
to
I
it.
mean, he is.
But he seems like a cool dude, though. So I don't like Brian's a cool guy. I was like, all right, cool. Like, I'm gonna give a shit.
Where are people going to see you if you're at a stage? Like what bands are people going to find you at?
You want the hot takes on all this?
Oh.
Friday, I probably won't go.
Oh shit.
Oh
And
fuck.
I'll have work. I'll have work that day, and I like the only band that I would want to see, like that I feel like would be not worth seeing, but like to getting that 3-day pass would be Hot Mulligan.
Yeah, they hit.
But like by the time I got there for the travel time, I mean, Dashboard. I love Dashboard. Grew up emo, right? Saw Spider-Man 3 or whatever it was, Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2, Vindicated.
Spider-Man 2, Vindicated.
Yeah. Such a great soundtrack.
But
They could say that a hero could save us.
yeah, that's not the right one. I know that much about music.
Yikes, Brian.
Fucking Nickelback.
It was fucking Chad Kroger featuring Saliva
So
singer.
Nickelback.
Yeah, 1/4 of Nickelback.
Platinum recording artist Nickelback, not appearing at Riot Fest, unfortunately.
They were at Ravinia for 2 nights, so if you missed it.
Shout out Allison Lanza.
Yeah, shout out Allison Lanza, friends of the pod.
Yeah,
huge Nickelback
latest
fan.
member of Nickelback.
Yeah, but Dashboard would be somebody that if I was going, I would see Dashboard to their full album. What album is that one? It's not a
I don't remember which
The
one.
things you have come to fear the most.
Yeah, so it's not a Mark Mission.
Yeah.
So like, sorry.
I know.
Yeah, it's the one slightly before that, which
Yeah.
I mean, Screaming Infidelities.
Yeah, your hair's
Right,
everywhere.
obviously.
Yeah, literally everywhere.
Yeah.
Saturday, Mass Intruders always fun. Always down for a good show.
Oh, they're so good.
The Who, and then
Yep.
Elder Brother, Microwave. Well, I'd probably see Grandson for a little bit, then pop over to Microwave. Senses Fail Until Manchester Orchestra, and then go home.
Fair.
Block Party and Slayer. It's a long day. I'm old. Sunday, Village People, B-52s, go home.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow, Alex.
Wow.
Sneak
But
peek.
great job, great job on the lineup.
Great job, everyone else.
No, that's not actually sarcastic. I think the lineup is great. I don't hate on it.
No, I'm serious. I'm seeing those 2 acts on
But
Sunday.
yeah, but I'm saying Village People, B-52s.
The only two.
And
Go home.
leaving immediately.
Saturday though, hell of a lineup Saturday.
yeah, I'll have Saturday.
Look, I'll be tired.
Try to run through mine.
No, fuck you.
Probably start with Can't Swim. Anti-Flag. I'm gonna check out. Is it Caroline or Carolyn?
I think it's Caroline. I could
Caroline-
be definitely
Caroline
be wrong,
Rose.
but I think it's Caroline.
Let me check her out off of your recommendation. Well, now there's maybe see a little bit of Hot Water Music. Some Senses Fail. So much walking.
Running.
Definitely Hot Mulligan. Definitely the Violent Femmes for a bit. They are also an act that could just start off with Blister in the Sun and then just walk off.
Yeah,
And everyone would be
Blister
happy.
in the Sun.
Yeah.
Maybe some Pennywise. I've seen Dashboard Confessional a couple times. Love Rancid. Love Descendants. That's going to be a day. Saturday, The Who. God, the band's so good.
Mass Intruder?
Probably some Cherry Glazer.
Yes.
Turnstile just for pure entertainment. Guar for 13 seconds. I saw their whole set last year and it was awesome.
You see the intro. The
No,
blood
yeah, I
comes out.
saw some of their set. One of my friends
They
was
really
with me.
play
They were
3 songs.
Seeing them backstage
The rest
is
is-
awesome.
yeah.
The rest is
Yeah.
theatrical.
It's an act. Damn Things, I'll try to see the whole set. Probably some mix between Turnover and Grandson. I don't really know much about Microwave. I've only heard good things, so I'll probably check them out.
You haven't listened to Microwave?
I've definitely
They
heard some
hit.
songs,
They're
but
great. Paveris.
Anthrax, and then probably just a mix between that crazy mix of Rise Against and all them. Probably some Slayer again, just for kind of entertainment, and then hopefully catch all Block Party. Oh God, there's so much walking. Village People, Less Than Jake, Streetlight Manifesto, Sincere Engineer, American Football. Oh, Against Me for sure. B-52s, Teenage Bottle Rocket. I don't know how to say that band. The Raconteurs.
The Raconteurs.
I said it the exact way I knew was wrong.
Yeah.
It's the
That's
Raconteurs.
okay.
The Raconteurs.
Yeah, Raconteurs.
Yeah.
Raconteurs.
The Rancors?
The Raccoons.
Shout out to Star Wars.
Raccoons,
and
actually.
Taking Back Sunday, Bikini Kill. I'm like, that's it. I think there's. I
That's,
said a lot more.
that's the last band to play. So
Yeah,
yes,
those are
that's
the
the
last
last.
two bands, so you
I'll
didn't
just-
really
I'll
get that
split
much of an
those.
option.
I think when
those.
Taking Back Sunday's done, I'm gonna go home.
Yeah. Sometime after TBS, I'm done.
I may
have
just
to.
not see Taking Back Sunday.
Wow.
If they weren't,
They've been at every Riot Fest.
yeah, but they're
Yeah.
they're playing 2 albums this year.
Yeah,
There's
they
also a big gap, and this isn't like I know this because a lot of people might take some of the things that I say and because of my relation to Sleep On It and therefore Buck and stuff like that I have insider information. I
Ooh.
don't. I do
But
not.
if you did, what would
He
you
really
say?
doesn't know anything.
But there is a big gap on the Rebel stage between Thin Lips and Matt whatever.
Matt Cookies.
Yes,
he's good.
on Friday, and it is happened in the past for Riot Fest to slot in a bigger band
I do remember.
and those
true.
things. Like famously, TBS did something like that.
Yeah.
Couple 3-4 years ago. But,
3-4.
yeah.
Tree.
They so a big gap like that, you never know. So that's definitely a thing. Like, hey, if you're gonna go, you're gonna go on Friday. If you can
Mentally
get-
block out that time.
Yeah, if you can get there early, you know, that could be a thing where you see a band that would usually play a bigger stage will come in and slot in, whether it's TBS or something like that. Somebody else might be there. So, but again, I don't know this. I haven't talked to Buck in months, so I don't like this. This is not like a thing that I'm saying is a for sure thing. This is not a hot take. This is just my observation of the situation.
Yeah. Lizzie, where's everybody going to find you throughout the
Give
weekend?
me your phone because my phone is charging. Thank you, sir. All right, so Friday, I'm going to be at Pew 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 right at the beginning, 11:55. Then I immediately running over to Anti-Flag. Then I immediately running over to Caroline Rose. Then I immediately running next to, I don't know how, but they found me. Then I have a break, and then I'm running over to Hot Mulligan, getting beaten up. Gonna see probably some of Pennywise, see a little bit of Dashboard, see a little bit of Descendants. Probably take a break because I might die. I already saw Jawbreaker when they first came back.
Yeah, headline.
And then some of Blink-182, but then I'll probably dip. And then Saturday, I'm probably gonna come early for the Who. See Cherry Glazer definitely.
Good band.
See a little bit of Surfer Blood. See the Damn Things. Grandson, hop over to Microwave. See the Struts. They're a really fun band to see live. They're like really big, like audience engagement.
Yeah.
Then run over to Rise Against and leave.
Oh man.
And then Sunday.
Damn.
Sunday I'm gonna go see Skating Polly. Try to fight it out between White Reaper and Frank Iero. Run immediately over to Village People for that Wall of Death to the YMCA, of course.
Absolutely.
Run over to Listen Jake, skank in the pit a little bit. Run over to Against Me, see some of them. Run over to Sincere Engineer, see the rest of them. Stay for Dave House and the Mermaid. Oh, there's Streetlight Manifesto. I gotta run back to see Streetlight Manifesto. Then go see Dave House and the Mermaid. Go see Teenage Bottle Rocket. Then I have to go see the starting line and cry my eyes out. And then immediately, as soon as the starting line ends, I'm running over and waiting for Bikini Kill.
Lots of running.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
the
training.
fitness.
I am literally going to work out every single day as soon as I get home from work. Run on the elliptical for 15 minutes straight, and then do my usual weight workout routine, and then put more running at the end of it, just so I can keep my minders. And if you're asthmatic like I am, bring your inhaler.
Oh yeah.
Shout
I'm
out.
very-
Stay hydrated.
Shout out to the asthmatics.
Please bring an inhaler.
Especially if your asthma is like mine, which is exercise induced.
Yeah. Yeah, in case
What
you've been
the-
an asthmatic your whole life and needed a reminder to bring your inhaler places.
No, I forgot to bring my inhaler down to Shaky Knees in Georgia, and I did not have a good time.
Thank God
I was
for the
huffing
Emo
and
Social Club
puffing.
podcast.
Yeah.
If you
Asthma
need
advocate.
if you are like me too, and you're gonna get in the pit, and you might lose an inhaler in the pit, like I have, bring 2 inhalers.
That's a good shirt idea. Don't
Where's your
lose your
fucking
inhaler.
inhaler?
Where's your inhaler?
Yeah.
I will have an inhaler
From the
but
Emo
if you,
Social Club podcast.
I will have an inhaler, but will I share with you if I don't know you? Unless you look like you're dying, probably not.
Like my wear earplugs shirt. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 Reminders. Stay hydrated. Wear earplugs.
Oh yeah. Earplugs.
bring your reusable
The best way
water
to stay
bottle.
hydrated is with White Claw Hard Seltzer,
God.
which is water.
But it also is bursting with flavor.
Oh, so bursting with flavor.
Also, that combination, for the record, that combination is not bad.
All
Black
right.
cherry and Arnold Palmer.
wanna try it?
Arnold Palmer.
You wanna
Not
try it?
bad.
I mean, I want to try it, yeah.
Yeah. It's alcohol, so I can't get sick.
What?
If you would have denied that, I'd be like, no, I don't want to because germs, I would have blown you up for that salmonella story. You eat rare chicken, but you're gonna
Yeah,
try
over
it away.
here, Mr. Fucking Salmonella.
Is not on the episode. But I'll leave this part in.
Subscribe to the Patreon for the outtakes.
God, we need to start a Patreon.
Yeah, we do.
Talk to
Friday,
us.
I don't know how they found me. Census fail. There's like not a lot on Friday in the middle of the day. Dashboard, Glassjaw, Blink until the end of the day. Saturday, I got to get there for Masked Intruder.
Yeah,
Masked Intruder is so fucking good.
Officer Bradford.
The Who is very fucking good. And then it's just sort of like going around. I have a really hard struggle between Cursive and the Damn Things because they're playing at basically the same time. So that's my fuck you Buck moment. Grandson, I'll probably watch a little bit of The Story So Far because they're one of the only bands that I actually know songs by.
So proud of you.
I know. I'll probably skip Census Fail's EP play that day. Watch the Manchester Orchestra, go to Rise Against, and then watch Block Party until I go home.
Until you just show up at home.
So I'm just like, here I am
I'm here.
at home. Done. I was having the block party and now I am home. We got to watch The Village People on fucking Sunday. Like, what are you doing?
Mosh.
If anybody listening to this isn't going to see The Village People,
You're doing it wrong.
What's the matter with you? They were a
Unsubscribe.
disco icon. The Emo Social Club Disco Icon podcast.
Yeah.
Our friends of the pod, Village People.
Yeah,
Yeah.
clearly.
Friend of the pod, The Village People.
Yeah.
Against me, I'll probably want to just see some of American football, but it's hard to go and like hope that they're going to do some frisbee antics while the B-52s are playing on another stage.
You can
Which
definitely.
you know there will be antics for the B-52.
There will be antics.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the
Here's
Rock
the thing:
Lobster.
you
It took
can
8.5 minutes
also
long.
start. You can also start the antics with the frisbee. I will give you
true.
a frisbee.
I would like to start the antics, please. The starting line, some of the Raconteurs, and then Taking Back Sunday. I feel like that's a pretty easy choice. But I'm like, I really want to see some of the Raconteurs. Let's just, steady as she goes. And
I
then-
really just wanted you to be like, Village People, home.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Village People
Paul and Alex just going
ended at
home.
3:20, home by a cool 5 p.m. Making dinner in bed by
Make
a
it home for Sunday Night Football. You're
just
good to
know,
go.
in bed 10 p.m. ready for work on Monday morning.
My hope that'll never come to fruition here is if the B-52s, please, friends of the pod, B-52s.
Friend of the pod, B-52s.
That they play, and I know this won't happen, that they play the Rocco's Modern Life theme song.
Wait, they
yeah.
do that?
They do that, yeah.
That is a
They just did the reboot.
yeah,
Yeah, I
and
saw
with
that!
with it's not the reboot is a movie, but with the popularity of the show,
Yeah.
like this is a perfect time for them to pull out the
Now I
Rocco's
might
Modern
have to
Life
run
theme
over.
The
song.
guy who literally just talks like a radio announcer didn't do the Rocco's Modern Life theme song.
Now I have to run over there.
Life.
Yeah,
Everybody
God,
had
now
matching
I really
towels.
Need to, I really need to train, guys. You don't understand.
There
Love
goes the
Shack.
jellyfish.
Love
I
Shack,
know
Rock
that.
Lobster, Rocco's Modern Life theme song. I'm going.
It's
home.
really just
Going
rock.
home. Yeah,
just
like-
in everything they do.
Yeah, that's it.
Rocco's Lobster.
Rocco's Lobster. Everything's rock based. You don't know Masked Intruder?
No.
Dude,
Really?
so good. They're so good.
Officer Bradford. So they have
All
a,
right, end of pod.
they have a character. They have a character that
That'd be
they have on their shit on their sets. Officer Bradford, who like goes and like terrorizes them on stage, is definitely an inspiration for El Murcho Loco.
Yeah.
Known
The mysterious character.
the mysterious character El Murcho Loco, known luchador.
No luchador. Unknown masked.
Are you too familiar with El Murcho Loco?
Yes.
I am just
Okay,
from
good.
yeah.
Just good. That's fine.
Internet.
I don't have,
Yes.
And like everyone knows.
Yeah.
yeah,
mean,
world renowned
World
luchador,
renowned. Known luchador.
lifter of lead singers. That was fun.
Lifter of spirits.
Yeah.
So
Steal it
thank
from
you, thank you for joining us. I like how I've been like so eloquent for the whole podcast, and then as soon as I have to do an outro, it's like so.
yeah.
Connor, Alex, thank you for joining us on this Riot Fest
Yeah, no problem.
preview experience and safety tips. Like remember to know how to breathe and to drink
Use
water.
your inhaler. If
Use
you
your
don't normally
inhaler,
use
I
one,
swear
you
to
might-
God.
Yeah.
might need
You
one.
might need a hit.
If you do have one, like continue that because
Don't stop using your inhaler.
Yeah, no,
Please
it's
don't.
a bad idea. Trust me. You might be like, I'm training my lungs. No, you're gonna give yourself an asthma attack. I definitely.
People with asthma
I
often go, no, I'm training my lungs.
Yes. You're not
just
familiar
want to
with
be
this?
strong, and I'm not.
Thank you for listening to this podcast.
Your massive
And we'll
asthma
see-
audience. is
Our
just
massive
like,
asthma
Lizzie,
audience.
Friends of the
you
pod,
don't represent
asthma.
us.
I love this episode.
Pod, all people with asthma.
Asthmatics.
All right, we love you, and we'll see you at Riot Fest. And from all of us here at the Emo Social Club podcast, goodbye.